Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just coming on to Bitcoin, bigger the CoinsKid crew. So unfortunately I could probably only get this video out today for you, so I don't think there'll be an XRP video or any other videos out probably for a couple of days, to be honest with you, because I'm helping my mum move out. But I'm making this quick video for you this morning before I do set out and help her move out into a new home. But you know, fear and greed index currently sitting at 16 at the moment. We've got extreme fear sitting at 10 yesterday. Look at this, okay, so we're absolutely tanking in the fear and greed. A lot of fear in this market right now, so I'm looking at a couple of opportunities with yourselves. I just think we've got to relax, okay, just kick back, relax. It's definitely a nasty correction that we're going through. I'll be honest with you, I didn't anticipate it would be this deep. I did anticipate a correction starting in December. I did relay that to you, but I thought it was flat, okay. I thought it would have flat, expanded flat correction, and that we're out there, you know. So at the minute I'm just relaxing. I'm waiting for 5 waves, looking for the 5-wave counter. There is a potential scenario that we will see a bump and run reversal pattern, so I'll go through that with you. We traded one on Bitcoin way back in 2023, and that was a very successful trade for myself and the CoinsKid crew, for those people paying attention. So I think we may be on the cusp of a very similar fractal, so I'll go through that with you in the charts in a moment. But you know, the fear and greed, look at this, right down in the floor. Now I've created something for you called the CoinsKid crystal ball, and it does predict a pump over the next few weeks into March. It does predict a pump. So at this point, if you are feeling bearish, or you are feeling like you need to exit your position or anything like that, like I've taught you, you don't sell into the fear, you sell into the greed, okay? So if you are feeling fearful, then just sell into that pump that's forecast in the CoinsKid indicator right there. So let me show you the CoinsKid crystal ball quickly, and then I'll show you the charts. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, your golden line is your crystal ball, and it does forecast a pump sometime in March. Okay, so at the moment, look at that. I just wish I'd made this earlier. I do apologise for that. You know, we've got this top here, we dropped, and we've been dropping ever since, pretty much in the entire cryptocurrency market cap. I actually think this is an A, B, C, and right now it's the C wave. So if it is the C wave, we've traded many of these C waves before, okay, for Bitcoin. You know, this is a massive macro one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a bump and run, breakout, back test, see you later. This was a micro one. You know, this is a 1 into a 2, and just there we started an A wave down, as represented in the, you know, the golden line, your crystal ball indicator right there. Your A wave down, your B wave high, which was basically a bull trap, then your C wave bottomed and then broke out to the upside, and this was breaking out as well. So basically, you know, this particular wave here, this leg, for those people who've been tuning in with the channel, we traded this. It was called a bump and run pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, final 5th wave down, breakout into resistance, back test, breakout, back test, high, low structure. What we did, we jumped in down here and we kept moving our stops up. Okay, and once we broke out, let's say, I said to you, I think we've got an all-time high here for Bitcoin, because this will be a 3rd wave and it'll break out the all-time high. So this is a 1 into a 2 into a vertical 3, ABC 4. We found the bottom here of a diamond bottom, and then we broke out, back test, see you later. So we've had an incredible time on Bitcoin. Okay, so at the moment, I think what we've got is a potential scenario that this is an expanded flat ABC and this is a zigzag ABC, okay, for Bitcoin. This is an expanded flat correction, okay, zigzag as well, which is what I think this is currently. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This had the final 5th wave coming up, and this potentially has a final 5th wave coming up. So that's my primary at the minute. But what I'm going to do is kick back, relax, and wait for 5 waves in this leg. I only see 3 at the moment. So what I think we've got is a very similar thing to what we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bump and run, breakout, back test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bump and run, breakout, back test. So that is my primary at the moment, and obviously I'm looking for the invalidation. The earliest warning shot, I think, will be if we start to drop further here for Bitcoin and we lose this high here for Bitcoin. Okay, if we start to break down from this point below 63k, which is its pivot point here, this high, 1 expanded flat, 2, 3, 4. If we start to break down below that, then okay, I think, yeah, we've got an increased probability that Bitcoin's entered that bear market, and this was your top in December. And what we've got to do is reject to the downside and just look to buy Bitcoin back literally a year later in December of 2025. But for me to say that right now, without the loss of structure and things like that, you know, in a sense that we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup still, just like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, then it's a bit of opium, to be honest with you, you know. So again, there's no crystal ball. I've not got a crystal ball. I can't see into the future, but this is why I created this indicator for you, the golden line and the crystal ball indicator, because it does allow us to, you know, look into the future. So in theory, my primary at the moment is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, breakout, back test, see you later. So is there any clue to that? Well, yes, there is. If you take a look at this particular indicator, it's coming down like this. Here's your retracement into this high, and then you break down. Here's your low at the moment. You come back up, and then boom, you drop. Come back up, and you drop. Sometime in March, and then you break out, back test, which is represented by this vertical. in your golden line, which is your crystal ball indicator. So this pump may be warning, maybe forecasted right now in this indicator that create for yourselves. So I wish that most look going forward with that. Now going forward, where could Bitcoin go? Where could it fall to right now before big boy bounce? So I've taught you this before. If you take a look, you do have this level of resistance just there for Bitcoin. Now I'm not saying it's going to fall this far. I'm going to just drop a horizontal line in so you can see it better. So from this peak here, we've got this resistance just there, and we broke out just there, and we never back tested its support around about 74,161. Bitcoin could find support there, okay, but in 5 waves. So you got like this: 1, 2, 3, comes up in a 4, yeah, it's taken off space, final rug pull 5, breakout back test, see you later, and that's it. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. You got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. Like that for Bitcoin. At that point, if we do see something like that, then yeah, I think we've got increased probability at that time frame. In the final 5th wave up for Bitcoin, we have actually entered the bear market. So there is another little indicator that you can use to guide you as to support and resistance along the way. It's called the VRVP, a volume profile basically. So to drop it into your charts, just search for it in indicators, VRVP. These are my settings and this is my style basically. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do, but you can clearly see, okay, so basically you see all these levels here for Bitcoin. This is where the most exchanged Bitcoin was, okay, all the volume was, and it hung around there for a long time, hung around there for quite a while, and around there for a long time, and you can see all this volume here. So where there's volume, there's support basically. So if we drop, you can clearly see that this level here should act as a level, a kind of base level where we find a bit of support. So it may just be a case we're looking for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. There's your 1, there's your 2, there's your waterfall 3, your 4, your 5, down into this zone here, which is roughly 74,161 before the reversal of a bump and run and breakout to new highs for Bitcoin. It's possible. So obviously I'm looking for invalidation. The bearish market structure I think will start to come to the charts if we start to see a breakdown below this pivot high here, which was your bottom in the summer last year, around about 63k. We break down below that, okay, we're looking at lower highs, lower lows, for continued time, and we have entered the bear market at that particular time frame in December. But for me to call that right now is actually a little bit of hopium, because we're still retaining, market beautiful uptrend structure for Bitcoin. So actually at the moment I think we've just got an expanded flat zigzag, just like we did there in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking at that, and I think the crystal ball indicator is the clue to this potential scenario that over the next few months, once we bottom out down here in this potential bumper and run, which is what happened there, then we should look at reversal to the upside. But I will build some long positions with you. I was a little bit hasty to jump into a long yesterday on the 5 wave on the micro, so I'm just going to be patient. I'm just going to wait for the daily to present itself in 5 waves like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, present itself in 5, jump in, and just like here we started moving our stops up to invalidate the trade and minimize the risk. We'll do the same for the final leg here for Bitcoin. So that's my primary at the moment. Okay, I just think we're going through a correction. I don't necessarily think we've entered the bear market at the moment for Bitcoin, but obviously I could be wrong, and in time I think one of the earliest clues is losing 63k. I hope you understand that update. Nothing I say is financial advice, but the crystal ball that I created for yourselves, I just wish I'd made it earlier. I really do, because look at that, there's your correction, look at that, there's your correction, look at that, there's your correction. I wish you all the luck in the world, CoinsKid crew. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.